Hey, I'm PJ Antonic from Oak Development and Design, and we're going to go through the next several weeks showing you 4 or 5 projects we're working on. Some of which are spec houses like this one you see here that we're paying every cent to build. How's your $90 hammer?
That's so much easier.
Others that we're working with customers to build their houses. The goal for us is to share really what this business is all about. Inspection number 1, down the drain.
Remember, kids, don't try this at home. We're professionals.
I want to share the reality of what we do, how we do it. I'm teaching Ernie how to do Instagram stories. We strive to deliver a product that's a lot unlike anything else on the market. We look to build turnkey houses. We don't cut corners. We do it right the first time, and we make decisions that's on brand to what we expect and hold ourselves to every single day. Heart of Oak is brought to you by Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. By Pella Windows, perfectly beautiful. And by Cam Appliance. Make your next appliance a Cam appliance. Wrapping up the siding in the next couple days. You never go wrong with white and black. Classic. Really what we're trying to do is we're trying to widen the driveway because the driveway was never really in the right spot and it wasn't parallel off of the garage. This thing's amazing.
Good job, huh?
Are you kidding me? Dude, I am psyched to see you. We need help, please.
I'm here to help, you know that.
So we've had some issues with some open houses already.
Okay.
Like people love the house, but they can't envision what's happening.
Yep.
Which is why you're here, right? We need to get some staging going. We need to get some furniture in this place. So everybody loves the house.
Yep.
No one's balked at the price.
But they didn't give you an offer.
They didn't give us an offer,
And that
which is a
me.
problem,
Right.
and it bothers me.
Of course, right.
We're not in the business to hold real estate. I need to move the needle and get people to understand what they can actually do
Right.
with the flow of the
So
house.
you know what the problem is. Do you know that 92% of people can't visualize? Did you know that?
I know, trust me, I know that.
Yeah, because you know that, all right.
Every
so,
single buyer we talk to,
Right.
they just don't get it, which is why we waited to the last minute to list this one. So the goal is get you guys in here. We'll talk through what you're envisioning. We'll get the furniture in, and then we're gonna reshoot the photos
Good.
and change the photos online like this afternoon.
So, you know, you got to remember when people walk into an empty house, they have absolutely no imagination. Does the room look big? Does it look small? Where am I going to put the couch? How am I going to eat? You know, all of this stuff. So I think what we have to do is we have to remember it's a family house. It's, what, 3 bedrooms? When we do a dining room, we generally don't always do a buffet. You know, you don't want to make the room look too cramped. So we've got to make this look large and small at the same time. You know, we're going to bring in some really cool furniture.
So the family room, one of the complaints we've had with the first couple showings is that there's nowhere to eat in the kitchen.
Right.
And so the question I had with you on the phone the other day is like, does it make sense to put a small table in here? I don't know if it does or doesn't.
You know, ultimately, would we put another table here? We can, but it's going to feel like dining room.
I think the bar stools in the kitchen will kind of eliminate the bigger question because they'll actually physically see, okay, there's bar stools here. We could have our kids sit here while we cook dinner and we're watching the news or whatever it might be.
So a lot of times when we're doing staging, right, it's important actually not to put stuff on the counters, right? If this were a house that wasn't new construction, right, and we had to start masking some of the stuff, then we're going to put stuff on the, you know, on the counters.
I'm assuming this corner. Nope, not gonna make it. Here, wait, just work your way in now, like that.
So this is cool, okay? So here's your open concept. We can stand here, we can see the beautiful backyard. The tile is amazing. So it's right, very, very current, really cool stuff.
I'm glad to hear you say that, by the way.
Well, a lot of people don't get it.
100% of women that walk in love it.
Oh, good, and the men don't.
50% don't. Okay, so the master.
I kind of keep going back and forth with all the windows on the wall. The nightstands are gonna encroach in front of those windows, and then what's gonna happen is a lamp is gonna go in front of it, because that's kind of how you live.
Yep.
The headboard is probably gonna encroach a little bit.
I actually think that works perfectly. I think we should do the bench. The question mark is awesome.
Yeah.
We're solving the bathroom problem.
We decided not to put the tub in
Right.
for a couple reasons. Number one, some people don't want a tub, and it was a $6,000 expense.
Right.
And we were going over budget.
Right.
And we put the rough plumbing in so that we could put one in
All
if a
right.
customer wants it. You know, this is the question mark,
Right.
Like, what are we doing in this corner?
Do you want to put holes in here or no? No, you're
I
gonna say
don't,
no.
just
Okay,
because
then
it's
not
cement.
happening.
And what I could
Just
do
don't
is
want
I
it
could
to-
put a little screw in to hold
All
it
right,
in
so
place.
just do something. So I want you to turn and look and tell me your initial reaction.
I mean, it's so much better. I love the colors. I love the lamps. The lamps are actually really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And then, you know, I just love the fact that when I come downstairs and I turn the corner, this room has a purpose. Even the plants and the dogs and the photos.
So do you know why we do elements like that?
Why is that?
Well, give people a little chuckle, right? And they're gonna remember the house, right? If they're gonna leave the house and if they say, oh my God, remember the cute little dogs or the cute
Yeah.
little welcome sign.
Now someone can visualize it.
Right.
You know, they come in, they see the bed, they have a purpose to the room.
The headboard has the arch right in the middle, so
Yep.
it has the height. Now the windows actually look pretty cool, don't they?
It's nice because you have the height of a headboard
Right.
that you want,
But it's low
but
there.
it doesn't totally intrude on the windows and it pulls
Right.
it all together. I just don't know if I love the table.
Right. So it looks a little forced.
It does. It
Right.
looks forced. It looks like we're trying to make something what it isn't. Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift it a little bit, and I think you're gonna see a big change, and you're gonna understand a little bit more of the space too.
I love this room.
Yeah.
I think the buyers are going to determine what to do,
Absolutely.
right?
yeah.
And I think at this
agree.
point we've done what we can do to do the best we can
Right.
to help spur an imagination.
I kind of like it better over there than I
Way
like
better.
it here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Looks great.
Great. Did it.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Just to stage it to be staged.
To stage it to be staged to be staged. That's what we do is stage and stage and stage. So.
And stage some more.
Yeah.
In stages.
Yeah.
You stage in stages.
Yeah.
Pella window designs. They're tested from -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to wind-driven rain. They're even engineered to stop hurricane debris from penetrating your home. All with distinctive style. Pella windows and doors. Perfectly beautiful. For traditional to modern homes, choose our Architect Series wood windows, now with a limited lifetime warranty.
Selecting the best appliance for your renovation can be a lot of work, and CAM Appliances is here to help. We have the largest selection of appliances in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's our pleasure to help you select the best appliance for you, your home, and your family. Right now, with Cafe Remodel Rewards, save up to $1,500 off via mail-in rebate with the purchase of a customizable Cafe appliance suite. All the newest features in one showroom. It's going to be so easy. Make your next appliance a CAM appliance.
Quick, reliable orders and deliveries are hallmarks of Mid-Cape Home Center.
Along with quality brands like Geldwin fiberglass doors.
Aurora fiberglass doors that can be customized for any home. To learn more, go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers.
So for those of you who don't know, this is going to be my office. Built it out of steel to save weight because my truck is questionable on carrying it. And we brought it to the South Shore Vocational School and they did the outside for me, which is awesome. This will all be painted one color, like a bluish charcoal, so everything will kind of blend and be less in your face.
Right? See that? That's kind of what I'm going for.
Therma-Tru hooked us up with a door. So we've got a ton of work to do. Got the roof going on in about a week. The painter will be wrapped up probably next week with it. Got John here crushing the paint. Because of the different materials, it actually looks like two different colors, even though it's not. Metal roof showed up yesterday, so those guys are gonna come today. So by the end of the day, this thing should be mostly wrapped on the outside. Framed the inside the last couple days. Framed it out of wood. This is our kitchen. Our loft is up top. We'll have a ladder on the wall over here that we put here when we want to climb up. Got our fiberglass pan, shower enclosure framed out. There'll be a small corner sink there, toilet over there, barn door on this, and then our conference room in the back. It's pretty narrow. By the time the barn door's on there, you'll have about 20 inches. Created a wall up top, but then we created an opening so that when we put our AC unit on the wall up here, the airflow can go through because we're going to have a fan on the other side. This past week was a huge week on the tiny house. We got our on-demand water heater in, which posed some problems because the exhaust pipe was actually 12 inches too long and put us past the width requirements for the Department of Transportation. I was able to get the exhaust pipe down to a muffler shop where we cut it to the appropriate length, had them put a bell end on it. We didn't have to worry about the pipe sticking past the 8'6" width requirement for the Department of Transportation. Jim was able to get the mini split in. So now the compressor is tied in, all we need is electricity and we'll have air conditioning. And then of course, the steel frustrations continued. While I was trying to put the flange on, the only thing I had that was stainless steel to match were ring nails. So I tried to get those to go into the steel knowing it was gonna be a problem. And of course it was. Jared got the back deck put down so the mahogany's in. And I think we're just about ready to roll forward with the inside of this thing. Today we got the tank in for the gray water for the shower pan. We found some shower panels that will work. We had to cut the bottom of them off because they weren't technically made for this pan, but whatever, it's gonna work great. Little creative carpentry. So we've got that prep to go in. We're gonna screw that up, get the sides up, and then Jera's in the middle of measuring out the pine that we're putting on the interior walls. We didn't use pine, did we? What did we use? What is this? Spruce?
Spruce, which is technically pine.
Technically pine. So this is what a lot of guys use when they're framing interior walls and prepping for plaster and stuff like that. They use either a rough sawn spruce or they use a smoothed out plain spruce. And the reason we're using this is it's super cheap. I did this entire roof with rough sawn spruce for $200.
So the goal with the tiny house was make it cool, unique, but do it on a budget. And I think so far we're doing pretty well. That's why we did the fiberglass shell for the shower. It's lightweight, and it also is super cost effective. It cost me 180 bucks.
What are you cutting there, Jara?
I'm recutting the top piece.
Wait, hold up. I don't think you need to do that.
I mean, I haven't.
I mean, I love the attention to detail. Just go straight across.
Just nail that up.
There's no reason to kill yourself here.
You the boss, man.
Don't want to overthink this. It's an office. So Ernie's here with the machine. We're grading off. We're trying to get it all prepped for the sod to come in a couple days. Jared and I are going to hand rake what he can't get to with the machine.
Mid-Cape Home Centers carries a large variety of JELD-WEN doors
including fiberglass exterior doors.
that are built to withstand the rigors of our coastal climate. To learn more,
Go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers.
Hi, I'm PJ Antonic, owner of Oak Development and Design down on the South Shore. Since 1848, Mountain One Bank has been serving local Massachusetts communities. Mountain One has been our trusted partner for lending since we started our business and has worked with many of our customers both on long-term mortgages and residential construction loans. Whether it's keeping a balance on a checking account or helping us on a multi-million-dollar build, Mountain One Bank helps keep us moving forward every day.
Selecting the best appliance for your renovation can be a lot of work, and CAM Appliances is here to help. We have the largest selection of appliances in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's our pleasure to help you select the best appliance for you, your home, and your family. Right now, with Cafe Remodel Rewards, save up to $1,500 off via mail-in rebate with the purchase of a customizable Cafe Appliance Suite. All the newest features in one showroom. It's going to be so easy. Make your next appliance a CAM appliance.
Pella window designs. They're tested from -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to wind-driven rain. They're even engineered to stop hurricane debris from penetrating your home. All with distinctive style. Pella windows and doors. Perfectly beautiful. For traditional to modern homes, choose our Architect Series wood windows, now with a limited lifetime warranty.
Wrapping up the siding in the next couple days.
You never go wrong with white and black. Classic. As you can see, the plaster's up. We're ready for our Coford ceiling. We're ready for our kitchen. Ernie's outside working on the rough grade to finish up and get rid of whatever fill we don't need.
We've had a busy week. The move-in date's coming, fast approaching, so we've got everyone going fast inside, trying to get trim work, tile work. We've got patios, the electrician's here, the painter's here. So with PJ away this week, we thought we'd try and get as much done as possible with him out of the way. So Kenny and the guys from Gibraltar Stonecraft have been busy, hard at work out the back here. They've got a beautiful patio laid down. Rob's seen it, he's happy with it, so we can't ask for any more than that. So the guys are busy installing all of the trims, the window packs, door packs. We've got a bit of it left over here. This is for downstairs. So hopefully by the end of today, they'll have that all chopped up and hanging on the wall where it should be. So here we have one of the closet doors. The guys have got everything installed here. We've got the same detail on the windows here. The bedrooms on this project are getting carpet, so we've installed the baseboards tight down to the floor. So the guys have been busy and it looks good. So the guys are installing the substairs here, which is going to be underneath the carpet. And one thing I wanted to show everybody that we're doing here, so everything goes together and gets held together with we call this PL adhesive, which is the glue. But as an added measure of security, we add a bead of silicone. So if the glue ever fails and cracks, the silicone still acts as a protection buffer between the plywood and the framing of the stairs. So even if the glue fails over time, the stairs won't squeak. They'll be squeak free for years to come. That's what we're aiming for here, quiet stairs.
Selecting the best appliance for your renovation can be a lot of work, and CAM Appliances is here to help. We have the largest selection of appliances in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's our pleasure to help you select the best appliance for you, your home, and your family. Right now, with Cafe Remodel Rewards, save up to $1,500 off via mail-in rebate with the purchase of a customizable Cafe Appliance Suite. All the newest features in one showroom. It's going to be so easy. Make your next appliance a CAM appliance.
Pella window designs. They're tested from -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to wind-driven rain. They're even engineered to stop hurricane debris from penetrating your home. All with distinctive style. Pella windows and doors. Perfectly beautiful. For traditional to modern homes, choose our Architect Series wood windows, now with a limited lifetime warranty.
Yeah, basically because we were so close to the siding with the loam, we decided to put a layer of like 8 to 10 inches of gravel so that the inspector doesn't call us, because we're supposed to have a little more than 6 inches. Once the sod's in, it'll look really good.
We got a few extra rakes up front if you want. Trade one in for the camera?
Yeah. We're trying to get this loam spread because we have sod coming in a couple days. Originally we were supposed to get irrigation tomorrow, but that got delayed because of rain. And so Ernie's here with the machine. We're grading off. We're trying to get it all prepped for the sod to come in a couple days. Jared and I are going to hand rake what he can't get to with the machine. Patios were complete as of this morning. We got the stone in around the patio. We're just going to kind of work our way around the whole yard. Try to get all this stuff like stone and patio work done ahead of time, get our flower beds built. That way when the sod comes in, we put it out and we're done. Everything's finished. While I was away, we had doors go in, we had trim go up, we had tiles started. So by the end of this week, we should have trim done, tile done, the painters started inside. Hopefully by the end of the week, the outside will be completely wrapped. We're cruising toward the finish line. We've got about just under a month before they move in. So clearly a lot got done while I was away. The hardwood floor came in, we're letting it acclimate inside. So that's spread upstairs and down. The guys are starting to work on the covert ceiling because they've got all the doors and all the trim on. The tile guys have been here all week. They've got a lot done. The herringbone brick pattern in the mudroom came out awesome. We ended up going with a really thick grout line, similar to what we did at Crow's Lane. It's actually the same tile that we used at Crow's Lane, and we liked it so much, we had a little extra, so I bought it off the homeowner and we used it here. And over in the powder room we did, it's actually a wood grain octagon. And the reason we did this was because we thought it would actually match the wood floor really well without looking forced. Because of the octagon, it looked like it was meant to be different rather than trying to match the wood, but it was close enough that it gave a good contrast. So this scoop tile that Nicole picked out is awesome. I'm glad I'm not putting it in. But these guys are pros. They're gonna make it happen. And what's actually, I think could be kind of cool is if we have some irregularities. So if for instance, this doesn't lay completely flat, it'll give more texture to the scaled look. So this is the accent wall for the back of the shower and the back of the niche. So on the floor in the master bathroom, we decided to go with a big 12 by 24 for two reasons. One, if we lay it this direction, it makes the room seem a lot longer to the eye when you walk in. But we also have a lot going on in the shower between the really funky scoop, accent wall, and then the 2x2 black mosaic on the floor. We thought, let's try to keep it simple in the main room so that all of your attention goes to the shower itself. And you don't want it to get too busy, right? So the 12 by 24 also goes down fast, which is really nice. We can cover more ground quickly, and then that way, like, this is cheap to install labor-wise, but then downstairs where we do the herringbone, it gets a little more pricey and it starts to wash out, right? Vanity time! Jarrah is pumped to bring vanities to the second floor. I had no idea it came in one part piece. Well, apparently this came with faucets. That's a bonus.
That's the bonus plan, absolutely.
Oh boy.
That's why we got the straps.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be full 350 pounds. All right, one down, two to go. Number 2. Success. We spent a couple hours today getting some plants in.
Careful.
We've been on the market 2 weeks. We have a little bit of interest, but we're hoping to get some more this weekend.
We had some help to plant.
We've got about 20 days until the Giardinos are moving in here. And we have a lawn. We made a huge ground the last couple days. We had to beat a storm coming in. So we brought 7 guys in. We rolled 6,500 square feet of sod in literally one afternoon. Heart of Oak is brought to you by Timberland Pro, always do, never done. By Pella Windows, perfectly beautiful. And by Cam Appliance, make your next appliance a Cam appliance.